We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians. It's Indians baseball, and it comes your way next. Zach Plesac is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Now batting, Leury Garcia. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the White Sox, the center fielder, Leury Garcia.
The pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 6-10.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. It appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, D-Roll. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, D-Roll, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues. Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Yoan Moncada is on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitcher throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
So here's Yoan Moncada. First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 0-1 on its way.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Takes this the other way to right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
This is the way you want to start the game on the offensive side of things. Teammate puts himself into scoring position, and you're able to bring him home with a gapper. That's the kind of thing that gets the whole lineup excited to put up some numbers.
Into the box, Eloy Jimenez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Moncada at third. Anderson is at second with nobody out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Encarnacion absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
The 0-2 home.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And he fouls this one off. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
The designated hitter, Jose Abreu.
Now at the plate, Jose Abreu. And the White Sox looking for more here in the game's opening frame. Here comes the first pitch.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
That's wide, 2-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ground ball right side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. White Sox on top, 2-0. Ronaldo Lopez will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that lost 15 games last year. You know that had to bother him in the offseason. There's nothing more than he'd like to do than to shake that 15-loss season from a year ago.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
There's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight.
without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Into the box now, Oscar Mercado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Head-to-head with Ronaldo Lopez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 1-0. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Mazara's on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and this one scoots all the way to the wall. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll take a look at ball 1. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He's in his first season of a new 6-year deal, so I'm sure he feels good about that. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. As a look, now the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Man, he might have slept on the wrong side of the bed or something last night. He's given up a double and a triple in the first inning, and he looks shaky at best.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Encarnacion is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
In now, Jose Ramirez. And the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. The throw here is not in time. He beats Grandal's tag.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Tyler Naquin is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. One 0 count. Here it is. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2, and we are tied 2-2. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Nomar Mazara.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
First pitch on its way. That's down into left center for a base hit.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First delivery to him on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Here's the 0-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
So now to the plate, Danny Mendick, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Swing and a liner. Foul. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled away. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Now a swing and a ball foul tip straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
In now, Leury Garcia, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. The tag, and he is out at third base. Cut down, trying to go first to third, and the inning is over. White Sox leave 1. Bottom of the second inning coming up. All square at 2 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-0. Fouled off. The 2-1 home. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Second home run early in the year as the Tribe has moved in front here 3-2.
You could tell by the sound of that one off the bat, that was going a long way.
To the plate now, Domingo Santana.
The left fielder.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Base is empty here with nobody out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Now to the plate, Roberto Perez.
Roberto Perez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses with it. 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Moncada has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Ready for another chance? Oscar Mercado. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? He's set, and the pitch. Two out with the man at first. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Encarnacion over to his left, and that ends the inning. Indians pick up 1 thanks to this at-bat from Carlos Santana. We've played 2. It's 3-2 Cleveland. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now here's the pitch. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Standing in now, Eloy Jimenez. And it's fouled away. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time, as it's well off the outside. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. 3rd inning, already a 3-2 ball game. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Ball 2 now.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Next will be the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Outside, 3-0 now. Jose Ramirez will be next. A runner at first with no outs here. Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. None out, runners at first and second. In the dirt here. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Down the first baseline. Fielded by Encarnacion. Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And digging in is the outfielder, Tyler Naquin. First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Mazara's on the move. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only one run is going to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Santana stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So one man gone for Cleveland here in the third, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. Runners are at second and third with one down. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Heading out towards shallow right. Mazara's on his horse. He can't get there as it falls in. Now the relay home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Michael Kopech is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Michael Kopech.
Into the box, Roberto Perez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Jimenez. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Kopech is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 3 innings complete. It's the Indians 7 and the White Sox 2. Striding into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
No balls and a strike to count. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Ready on 1 and 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So here's Jose Abreu. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Popped him up. Perez moving to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
Settling in now, Nomar Mazara. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Oscar Mercado.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Hard hit at 3rd. Moncada gloves it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for Cleveland.
There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. 2 balls and no strikes.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Taken but called a strike.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Now here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Lifted the other way out to left center. Waiting on it is Jimenez. 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Granby Reyes.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Garcia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-2. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for the White Sox.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike one.
0-1.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-2.
Nope.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
At the plate, Danny Mendick, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box now, Leury Garcia. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Last time through was a base hit. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Ramirez is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Onto the home run porch and gone. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Pitcher making him move his feet right there. Probably upset him a little bit. He dug right back in, didn't lose his toe hold, and absolutely clobbered that pitch.
So here's Tyler Naquin. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Here he comes on 2-0. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Garcia is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
At the plate, Carlos Santana. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Eight runs, just 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Here's the pitch.
Count 2-1.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting, the catcher.
So striding in, Roberto Perez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Naquin is there. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Stepping into the box, Eloy Jimenez has struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball. 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. So striding forward now, Oscar Mercado. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
The center fielder, Oscar.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
Now here's the pitch. Count even at 2-2. The pitch. Scorched to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 7th inning coming up. Cleveland's out in front, 9-2. Adam Plutko will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Adam Plutko.
7th inning ready to roll, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Fouled away. Now another 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here he comes again. 1-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
So now to the plate, Jose Abreu.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
What's up, man?
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
Looked like he was going to win. See if he was going to. As he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And he strikes him out.
He's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Naquin's under it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Dylan Cease enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Dylan Cease.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Well, you don't see that every day, Matt. A home run on a fastball that is away and off the plate that he went out and hooked it. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking to myself, I've got to make this guy a little bit more uncomfortable, not let him get those arms extended. I'd have to think about pitching this guy inside in this at-bat.
Yeah, I got a 7-run lead in the bottom of the 7th.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Some action.
It was touch and go there for a minute. I gave up 2 runs in the top of the first, but managed to tie it in the bottom half, and then my pitcher settled down and started hitting his spots again.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 30, Tyler Naquin.
Stepping up now, Tyler Naquin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. Jimenez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And now a pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Popped him up. Grandal shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. In order go the Tribe. but they hold a 9-2 lead.
Leading off to the right side.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First pitch on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And he falls behind 0-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
In now, Danny Mendick. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point.
Top 8. Yeah. Pretty close, 9-2. Up by 7.
One out, nobody on. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1.
Yeah, me and
couple strikeouts early.
Me and Ryan got that map once after you left.
Trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next to the right side, the center fielder, Leury Garcia.
At the plate, Leury Garcia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken. Strike 1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Digging in once again, Domingo Santana. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Domingo Santana.
First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Roberto Perez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit the other way out toward right field.
Mazara's under it.
He's got it one away.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball at the inside.
Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The center fielder, number 35, Oscar Mercado.
Coming to the plate now, Oscar Mercado. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Strand a couple, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And it's fouled away. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Good breaking ball, and it's in there. 2-2 now. And the pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here's another 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Whoa, that's down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And that one's wide of the mark. Ball 3. 3-0 pitch. Finds the zone. Strike 1. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. Now his swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Cleveland Indians took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Plesac gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Ronaldo Lopez couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. Adam Plutko takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
9 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the White Sox.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. In the AL Central, the Cleveland Indians combined for a 4-hitter as they dismantled the White Sox 9-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Mariners grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-4. The Tampa Bay Rays got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-3. The Toronto Blue Jays tallied 5 home runs overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 15-11. The Red Sox pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-1. The A's hit 3 long balls as they got the home victory against the Astros 3-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 2-1. The Nationals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they manhandled the Marlins 6-0. The Phillies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-4. David Bodie was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates 8-4. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks only allowed 2 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 2-1. The Los Angeles Dodgers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-3. The Atlanta Braves totaled 13 hits as a team as they made short work of the Padres 9-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.